Welcome back to another episode of the Av Files. I'm your host, Av, and I'm joined today by my co host, Daniel of Arius and the Nation.
What's going on, guys? And Av, thank you for having me back on the channel. Love this. Love this. It is a nice, welcome escape from the everyday.
Is the everyday that bad?
well, no, it's not terrible, but it is a nice reprieve. It is nice. It is nice to escape and dive into these things that you have here. What are we talking about today?
Wow, since you asked. On
Yes.
today's episode, we'll be taking a journey, into another ocean legend, diving into the fascinating and very mysterious world of mermaids. These enchanting beings have captured the human imagination for centuries, with countless tales of their existence spreading across many cultures and civilizations. We will discuss their history, explore their origins, some common locations of these mythical creatures, and some accounts throughout history, even some recent accounts.
Now, mermaids. Oh man. All right. So
Merman.
merman. That's the only thing that I hear when you say mermaid. Merman. Good old
Yeah.
Zoolander reference. We're all about the movie references here on this
Yeah.
channel.
When are we gonna just talk about movies and just get this over with?
I
When's it
don't know.
gonna transition from a scary and spooky, unexplained to just movies? We're just
movie
gonna talk
review.
about movies.
Yeah, we're just gonna talk about movies.
Just movies.
Now the one thing I didn't know anything about is that there. I don't know why I always associate, and I think it's due to the Little Mermaid, Disney's Little Mermaid, the old one. That
Was there? Oh, well, there. I was gonna say, is there a new one? But like,
yes,
yeah, there is.
Check the internet. But yes,
and Grizzly Adams did have a beard.
Stupid. But I didn't know they have different locations. Like that's kind of. I always associated that up north, up near where I guess Little Mermaid took place, near Epcot. No, I'm kidding. Like near, like in Orlando, Florida, in a studio. No, I remember. I know that it comes from like a lot of these old Disney-esque stories come from older tales, and I want to say
yes,
that Little Mermaid was roughly based on one of the fairy tales. I know. I actually I don't know. I don't know. I'm just bullshitting.
Well, yeah, no. A lot of those tales or a lot of those stories are from, you know, old, supposed to be children's books, children's stories, and they're not as cute as Disney portrays them to be.
I mean, so there was no singing crab. There was
No, they didn't. There was no seagull that brought her forks and thingamabobs and all that good stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I wouldn't know that.
It was a little darker. It was actually a lot darker than that.
You know, that's what I heard, but I just never did the research. Did you? So? All right. So I'm trying to figure this out. Like, do you know anything about the original Little Mermaid? Because I know absolutely nothing except that her best friend was Flounder, and there was a singing octopus lady, and Poseidon somehow was her father, and yeah.
Well, in the original book, I don't remember it saying anything of Poseidon, but it just says the Sea King, right? It says the Sea King. She had sisters. She had a beautiful voice, singing voice, and everything like that. Okay, let me get this. Let me try to remember this correctly, real quick. So when each of the daughters would turn 15, their father would let them swim to the surface, look, I guess, take a glimpse around the surface, and like look at humans or whatever, they weren't able to get out of the water. They were able just to like observe humans and see what they're doing and stuff, and they would come back down. And and I don't think her name was Ariel either. I could be
Okay,
wrong.
cool.
I could be wrong,
It
but
could be.
I could be.
Okay.
Chances are I probably am. But in 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 Hans Christian's book, she would listen to each sister as they would every year would come down and talk about what they saw. So she couldn't wait till it was her turn to go. She was the youngest, so yeah, like every year she would just listen to them, and then when it was her turn, she was able to go up. She saw uh, a big storm came, like in Little Mermaid, the
Okay.
the ship
Like the
that
ship.
the ship that the prince was on because he was
Okay.
celebrating his birthday sank. She saved him, swam him to the shore, the ocean's coast,
Yeah.
swam swam him there, let him go. She stayed there and watched. There was a temple, or yeah, I think there was like another temple close by, and this woman came and found him, and some of the girls that were with her in the temple eventually came out. They kind of like rescued her, helped her bring him and make sure he was okay. Shit. And then
So pretty much follows the Little Mermaid story, but not.
to the
I don't
extent,
remember the temple part. Remember,
yeah, well,
it's been like probably hold on, my 30 something. So probably it's been 20 plus years since I've seen the Little Mermaid.
right. No, and I mean it goes something like that. And I'm sure other people have read the book and know it a lot more than I have. And I just recently read the story, so
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure every single detail. So please don't, you know, bombard us with emails saying that's not what happened. It didn't go like that, you know. But she did. There was a sea witch, and I don't remember it saying anything of it being an octopus
Oh,
lady.
okay. Cool.
I mean, or her having
Artistic. That's artistic. What is it called?
depiction.
Yes.
Uh,
Artistic depiction. That's. You're free to do with it what you will.
right, right. I don't think there was any evil eels that were like watching her either as
Ah,
she was
okay.
swimming around. But she did say that she wanted to. She fell in love with him right away. She wanted to be with him. She told the sea witch. The sea witch told her, "Hey, this is the deal. Uh, I'll give you legs to go up there, but if you do, I want your voice." So she didn't really. She did take her voice, but in the book, what she does is actually cut her tongue off,
Oh.
and it says that. Yeah.
Oh. Well,
So
shit. That's different.
that's one big difference in the book because yeah,
God.
she like cuts her tongue off. She doesn't just suck her voice out of her, or take her
Yeah.
voice out of her. And then she gives her the potion and says, "Once you take this potion, you'll grow legs. When you do grow legs, it is going to hurt. It's going to feel like swords run. A huge sword is running through your body, and you'll be able to." This is so weird. You'll be able to dance like no one else has danced before. Sounds like Footloose.
Yeah. What?
You'll be the one that's able to dance no matter what, like the best dancer. But
But
as you walk around, it'll feel like knives are sticking in your feet. So with every
holy
step you
shit.
take is going to be painful and you can't speak. So she says, "Deal." She takes this potion, goes up to the surface, drinks a potion, and it happens just like the sea witch says. Um, feels painful. She grows legs. She passes out. They find her, something like that. She's not able to say anything or talk to him. There was no cute boat ride where he almost kisses her or anything like that. Sebastian doesn't come out and say, "Kiss the girl." I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Kiss the girl.
Kiss the girl.
Yeah, nothing like that.
Uh, all
But
right. That's so
yeah.
different though already.
It,
That's
it is very good.
massively different.
It's a little darker. Uh
Because the movie was like she just
cute.
couldn't speak. She
Right.
just couldn't speak.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. I mean, she didn't actually have her tongue ripped out. Jesus.
No. She just wasn't able to talk.
Mm.
But after that, the since they couldn't speak, the prince didn't like Ariel in that way. He put her in the friend
Okay.
zone.
Oh shit.
Yeah, she was like in love with him, but he put her in the
Wait.
friend zone. And he said he was in love with the woman that rescued him, but he doesn't know where she is or who she is. Obviously, it was what I just said Ariel, didn't I?
Yeah.
It's not. I don't think it's. I
She's
don't think it's Ariel.
Ariel. She's
And
Ariel for the story.
yeah, for the story, she's fucking Ariel, dude. So
Yeah.
Ariel can't say anything. He's like, I want to marry the woman that saved me. He finds out his sorry, I didn't mean the long pause right there, but
No, it's all right.
he his parents had arranged for him to get married. He says, I don't want to marry that person. I want to marry the person that saved me. Come to find out, the lady that saved him was the lady from the temple, and that lady from the temple was the lady that they were going to set him up with
Oh.
anyway. So
Oh,
he
so it's
was like,
fate.
it was just fake. I love you. We're going to get married. And
And Ariel still can't speak and or write. She can't write either.
I
Where she
guess
learn how to write?
she writes like a mermaid then, whatever they write as.
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't know if there's a lot of paper down there. So that sucks.
Right,
She
yeah, there's a
can't
lot of paper.
communicate only through
No,
dance.
right. And let's see. So
So
after
then,
that happens,
okay.
she's like, I don't want to live. I get nah, I think
Wait.
I
So
might
they
be
wait. Hold on.
butchering the story up more.
So basically, the prince doesn't marry Ariel.
No, no, he doesn't fall in love with her. So see, in Disney, it's the other way around,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He he love she loves him, but he loves her, but doesn't know that it's her. And here, he doesn't want anything to do with her, but she falls in love with him.
Okay.
Does
And
that make
so,
sense?
who does the prince end up with if it isn't Ariel?
He actually does end up marrying the girl from the temple, who, like I said, found out later that it was the woman that he was supposed to
Mary.
marry anyway, because she's actually a princess from another kingdom.
So then, what
So they
the?
actually do get married. So
Okay.
and she's like so brokenhearted that she's like, I don't, I don't want to live anymore or whatever. And her sisters come to save her. They went to the sea witch,
Okay.
said, hey, we'll do whatever to try to save her or something like that. The sea witch gives them a dagger, gives them a knife or something, and says, give me all the sisters, cut your hair, give it to me because it's so beautiful. I'll give you this. And if she goes and kills the prince, she will be able to be a mermaid again. But his blood must drip over her feet. So all that pain will stop.
Oh wow.
So yeah, so Ariel actually got to go murder the prince.
Oh shit.
Right.
Okay.
So right before she's getting ready to she's doesn't know what else to do. She's like close to maybe she's close to killing herself. Her sisters, all the sisters show up. They come up. They tell her what they did. They cut their hair. They give Ariel the dagger. Ariel's like, okay, I'm gonna go do it. And they said you have to hurry up because if dawn comes and you haven't done it, you will turn into sea foam or sargasm.
Oh, there you go. Good
Could
one.
could be. So she's like, I'm gonna go do it. So she runs into the room. She sees the prince laying there with his wife. They're newlyweds. She's gonna kill him, and then she's like, I can't kill him. I can't do it. So she runs out and she's like, she throws herself into the dawn comes. She throws herself off the boat into the water, turns into sea foam. She dies, but she does not die. She actually, what is it? Old daughters, past daughters that have, I guess, died or whatever, turned into sea
Uh-huh.
foam, said that was a very selfless act, and you will be come back, and your soul's going to go to heaven because she wanted. Oh, the main thing was that she wanted to have a human soul
Huh.
because when mermaids die, they turn into sea foam.
Oh. Huh.
That's what sea foam is. It's dead
Got it.
mermaids. So if you ever see sea foam out
I'll
there,
tell that to my son. Like, see
make sure
that,
you,
son? Mermaids.
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 Those are dead mermaids. Those are bodies of mermaids.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Jesus. That's heavy. So a
yeah.
little bit
So a
different.
little
So a
bit.
little bit different. A little bit
Yeah.
different. I could
Oh,
see
and
why
mermaids live
Disney.
for 300 years.
Oh, do they? Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
insane.
Hmm.
But I mean, I feel like okay, I get why Disney went the path they did. I just something about the accented crab, the Jamaican accent crab. Like I loved him. He made that movie for me. Um,
I think he made it for a lot of people.
yeah, I think he did too. But okay, so that's the Little Mermaid broken down
In
by
a nutshell, yeah. I
in a
mean,
nutshell.
yeah. Sorry for
So
hacking it up like I did, but
no, man, no. That's the thing. I feel like most people are aware of the movie version of
mhm.
the Little Mermaid, but I didn't like. I knew it existed. I knew the Little Mermaid story existed somewhere else. I knew it was a adaptation of a much older story. I just didn't know what or how it was different.
Oh,
You know,
yeah. It's. I mean, when you sit down and actually read the books, yeah, a lot of those stories, a lot of those Disney stories that they got are
dark.
so. They're a lot darker. They are a lot darker. I wouldn't read them to my kids
Oh,
unless I wanted
damn.
to scare them.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I think that would be that would be good fodder for the next for an upcoming episode. Is the real stories of these Disney movies because I don't think a lot of people nowadays know those stuff. Know that stuff.
No, I know. I got one in the chamber.
Oh man, yes,
I got one in
yes.
the chamber. Yeah.
All right. Damn.
So.
Okay. So it's different. Cool.
Yeah, yeah. It is. It
Mermaids.
is.
No,
Right.
that
It's a
not
little.
all mermaids, right? That's just Ariel.
Right. Right. Yeah. Not all mermaids. Just Ariel.
I
She.
just okay. Cool.
She was kind of needy.
Yeah. Yeah, very dramatic. Very dramatic. Very dramatic. Well, win for the prince though. Win for the prince.
Yeah. I mean, he still got to marry the girl that he loved and got rid of Ariel because she was just a
Yeah.
friend.
And I mean, she couldn't
They.
talk anyway.
No. No. No.
So
She was kind of useless.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
They went dancing
sucks.
together. She could
Uh,
dance. She could really cut a rug
but she was in pain
and
apparently.
pain every second. It's like they said.
Mm.
It's like daggers or knives.
Eh, eh,
Stabbing her feet for every step.
that's kind of like a buzzkill right there. I
So
think so.
I mean, if someone said, "Hey, you'll be the best dancer ever," like you'll be so unbelievably good, but with every step, it's gonna feel like you're walking on glass.
Mm, mm. No, that's a hard pass. That's a hard pass. I'd stay magical. I'd stay magical. I'm like I'm a mermaid, 100%, 100%. Merman,
I'm a merman.
merman. Oh my god, that's one of those images I will never be able to get out of my head. Freaking Ben Stiller as a mermaid.
Dude, if you once you see that, it's like it's hilarious, man.
Yeah.
It's so funny. So funny.
Oh man. All right. Okay, so that's that. So the mermaid, as told by who'd you say Hans? I know the name
Han,
because he's done so many. Hans Christian Andersen.
Hans Christian Andersen.
Man,
I mean, I'm sure tons of people have heard of him.
yeah,
I don't know if
that
they've
man.
read his books, but I mean,
Yeah,
the stories that they tell back then and now are totally different, man.
yeah. Well, I
So
mean,
different.
you have to like cushion the ones from for now. You couldn't tell that back then. Jesus,
Mm,
no way.
mm.
No way. No one would tell that real story. But
No,
anyway, and
no.
also there were mermaids depicted in one of the Pirates of the Caribbean, right? I believe. I'm not even
Yes,
sure. I'm not sure.
yes,
There was one.
yeah. I mean,
So
there's been a lot of mermaid um I guess depictions and movies, TV. I know there was like a kid show with like mermaids, but it's from Australia.
Oh, bubble
It was
guppies.
Australia.
I'm
No,
all about bubble guppies.
no. Are bubble guppies from Australia?
I don't know. I don't know. They're kids. They're kids. They're I think they I want to say maybe fish. No, I think they're mermaids as well. But yeah, my son, yeah, grew up with that. He loves that bubble guppies. Nothing
Really?
like nothing. But they stay mermaids. So anyway,
So
it's just
do
interesting.
do mermaids flop around like fish when they come out of the water?
They would have to, right? I don't know. I don't know because I am
It's one
36
of those
years and I'm
things.
still mermaid free. I've never seen one. You know, I don't know how someone could see one. That's kind of crazy.
There, it's funny you say that because there have been sightings of mermaids,
Not in the movie theater.
not in the movie theater.
Okay, I'm interested. I'm interested. I feel like we need to dive down that route
No
rather
pun
than
intended.
yeah, rather than freaking talk about mermaids that everyone knows about.
Right.